Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Looking now at the lineup for the teams tonight, some names out of action.
And guys, with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain most effective.
Now here's SGA. Now New York starting five. We've got OG Anunoby. Josh Hart is out there with Karl-Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in at the two. It's stolen by Hart. Fast break, here comes New York. Bridges with it, now guarded by Holmgren. Bridges misses. Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
B.A., I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive plays in his defensive career. And offensively, he's proven more than just a three-point shooter. That fadeaway jump shot game is real.
And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. SGA passes to Hartenstein. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Brunson missing. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Back to you, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. SGA with a steal. Here's Dort. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
What we know about Lou Dort is this guy is an excellent defender. He's got size, strength, versatility. You can basically throw him at the other team's best offensive weapon night after night.
And he sinks the second. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Outside Anunoby. Down low. Will it go? And there's Towns on the assist from Anunoby.
Guys, that is what you call 2 physical, hard-earned points from Karl-Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
And SGA gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Anunoby. Pass to Hart. Back to Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Dort finds Holmgren. Now here's Hartenstein. Covered by Towns. Here's SGA. They grab their own miss. Anunoby against Williams. Clock at 6. Dort outside. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And it's Holmgren missing. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl-Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
Holmgren with a screen on Bridges. And that one's good. Holmgren. And it's 6 points for Chet Holmgren.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Screen by Hart. Here's Bridges. Count it.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren outside. And it's in there. Holmgren's got 8 points.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
There's a screen. Anunoby on the wing. Williams defending. And he dunks it down.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Knicks trail by 9. Outside Anunoby. Towns down low. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Towns, that's good.
That can be a difficult shot for some, but Towns very capable in the mid-range.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams on the wing. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Alvarado defending. And there's SGA. That one's good. On the assist from Williams.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now here's Bridges. Pass to Hart. Back to Bridges. Fires from deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
So for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wallace comes in for Holmgren, and Joe subbed in for Dort. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Here's Williams. Shot's good. SGA making the play. Williams has gotten his second bucket of the game.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. New York making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's check in with Allie LaForce for an injury update on Jalen Brunson.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for New York let me know the status. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It seems the issue may not be so serious as they're allowing a return to action. I'll give you updates as I get them.
Okay, thanks for that. All we can hope for is that the prognosis isn't as bad as it seems, guys.
Yeah, we were hoping for much better news, and obviously not very encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
Now here's Clarkson. Pass to Anunoby. And he slams it in one-handed.
Let's remember this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house, and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
And New York has possession. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Good on the bucket.
Well, we understand that Jordan Clarkson is strong enough to take contact and continue through the play. Nice aggressiveness.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by New York. Anunoby passes to Clarkson. Tries it from the block. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Now just a 5-point Thunder lead.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Mitchell comes in for SGA. New York making a switch here. Outside Mitchell. It's Wiggins on the wing. Back to Mitchell. Takes the three. The rebound by Shamet. Knicks trail by 5. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Wiggins against Clarkson. Pass to Wallace. Back to Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And the Thunder lead by 7. New York has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet. Good night.
Wiggins outside. Outside Joe. Wiggins with a screen on Clarkson. Back to Wiggins. Lays it up and banks it in.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Clarkson, left side. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Isaiah Joe.
That's a crafty play by Jordan Clarkson right there. And at his size, you better be creative.
Karl-Anthony Towns is checked in for New York. Kolek comes in for Alvarado. 26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Wallace outside. There's 14 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Williams. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Now Clarkson from downtown. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Oklahoma City up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has them in front right now? By an And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
They've also done a great job finding openings and exploiting them. Take those lanes when they're given and turn them into points.
We've got Chet Holmgren, Mitchell out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Williams, and it's Wallace in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easy.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Towns for 3. Pass to Kolek. It's Shamet on the wing. Sinks the tray. Shamet's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Joe, the pass to Wallace. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game. But the efficiency is at an all-time high.
And that one's good. Holmgren.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Towns, left side. Robinson passes to Clarkson. Releases from 15. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City leading by 6. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, the Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Gilgeous-Alexander said, the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said, our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Guys?
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Knicks trail by 6. Clarkson for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
New York has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Towns. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So for Oklahoma City, Wiggins comes in for Williams, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. New York also changing it up. OG Anunoby's checked in for Shamet. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Kohler. Here's SGA. That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one. Knicks trail by 6. Now, Doris, when it comes to the mid-range game, is anyone better than SGA?
Boy, when you think of the all-time efficient greats, Kevin Durant comes to mind. But SGA is carving out that kind of career. You can post him from the mid-range. His handle gets him to the spots on the floor he wants. He wears that area of the floor out.
Towns can't get it to go.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Wiggins outside. Joe with the ball. He's against Bridges. Good on the shot. Joe's got his first basket.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Robinson, a screen on SGA. Here's Brunson. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They've led by as many as 11. Joe, the pass to Wallace. Holmgren inside. Towns on him.
Yeah, big night for Chet Holmgren. This guy has shown a little bit of everything, and the defense has no answer for him.
Knicks trail by 10. Bridges outside. New York working the ball around now. Pass to Brunson. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. Josh Hart's checked in for New York.
In for New York, number 3, Josh Hart.
Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Bridges. 5 to shoot. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in the game. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. Ooh, the confidence from Holmgren inside.
You see the physical attributes that Holmgren has in the paint. Size and energy make it easy for him to find shots.
Towns outside. Here's the 3. And again, the Knicks missing. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Outside Joe. Wallace outside. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists now in the game. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Doris, from the 11th pick in 2018 to last year's league MVP, how did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander make that kind of leap?
Well, you don't get there without incredible work habits. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts time in the offseason to grow every single aspect of his game. There's also maturity he plays with beyond his years. You can't speed him up. He's a 3-level scorer, and he contributes to one of the most dangerous defenses in the league.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams comes in for Wallace. And it's Dort in for Joe. New York, again, can't hit.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
The kick out to Williams. From outside the arc. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Brunson looks it over to end the drought. And Brunson won't miss many of those.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Doesn't go for him.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Hart finds Brunson. Now here's Towns. Hart with a screen on Hartenstein. Towns passes to Hart. Out to Bridges from the arc. Williams grabs the board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Knicks trail by 14. Bridges outside. Hart with a screen on Dort. Anunoby on the wing. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. Anunoby's got 7 points.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And the Thunder were already a tough defensive unit, Doris. Went out and got more stoppers last season in Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso.
It is a prerequisite for Mark Daigneault that you be able to guard your backside off on the defensive end. They lean into their strengths. They were the best of the West in 2024, and then you go out and get better. That front office is first level good, so good. It's about the work for Jalen Brunson. He's put in a ton of time to become a knockdown shooter.
SGA with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. And that one's good. SGA.
It's just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
SGA with a steal. To the inside, Holmgren. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. 18 points for him.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can score it, so you have to respect it. That sets up his passing game. What a pretty delivery.
Back to Brunson. The 3 is up. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anunoby against Williams. Outside, SGA. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You'd love to see him force the issue.
Mitchell's checked in for Chet Holmgren. And how about the Thunder? Doris, last season, bringing home the first major professional sports title in the state of Oklahoma.
And what a fan base they have celebrating this historic achievement. And you think about the way this roster was built, through smart draft choices, through player development, and through a young, brilliant basketball coach. This team remains young, they're united, they're together, and it could be the first of many. I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Brunson against SGA. Sneaking inside, it's Brunson.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Robinson with the block. To the middle. Here's Hart. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Hart against Williams. Hartenstein with a screen on Hart. To the paint. No good with a layup. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Thunder. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. Back to the game after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Chet Holmgren with a strong contribution so far in this one.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
So on the floor for New York, they've got Karl-Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Hart in at the four-man position. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Here's SGA, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Oklahoma City shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. That's good from SGA. All right, Doris, for the Knicks, would you run a two-man with Brunson and Cat or stagger their minutes?
BA, I think the answer is you do both, obviously. But if you stagger it, it's because of what they're not doing on the defensive end. Teams will target Brunson and Cat because they are not elite defensive players. But at the same time, they are both elite offensive players, and there will be moments, particularly late game, where you want your best players on the floor. So the answer is both. Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact. Now gets to the free throw line.
Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5. And New York has possession. They trail by 16. Brunson passes to Hart. Down low. Oh, Towns drops the hammer.
Well, this team relies obviously on Towns for great productivity, and this guy is as reliable offensively as you get.
The shot by Dort, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. Pass to Brunson. Here's Hart. Kicks it out to Anunoby. The three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Dort. And here is Williams. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dort.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Knicks trail by 14. Outside Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Towns outside. The kick out to Brunson. It's stolen by SGA. And here's the fast break. Holmgren outside. Now Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Anunoby. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
That's an example of good offense, but better defense.
That's short off the rim. Oklahoma City leading by 14. Outside for SGA. And SGA throws it down.
I love when Shai does not just settle for a layup, finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
The Knicks have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Up top, Bridges. Dort defending. Left side, Brunson. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out. Brunson's got 10.
Well, consistency as a jump shooter. Jalen Brunson with that quick, compact release.
SGA attacking. Drops in the layup for two.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Brunson, the Thunder pull it in. Holmgren, left side. Williams looking around. Screen by Holmgren. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. And he comes up with a bucket. 20 points for Chet Holmgren.
Sometimes you've got to display body control when you're playing out of pick and roll. Chet Holmgren does exactly that.
Well, talking about Jalen Williams, what excites you most about this kid, Doris?
Okay, I don't know where to begin, PA, because you are talking about a legitimate two-way force and a guy who has the potential to be a perennial all-star. He takes on a huge defensive assignment. He can sustain an offense when your star is off the floor. Like, look out, this guy's game is big time.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jalen Williams has become an all-star and a key player for the Thunder. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said he allows us to really do anything out there because he's so versatile. He's been special for us and is a big reason why we are where we are. He just does whatever it takes to win. BA, back to you.
He's a big factor. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Brunson, rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Bridges outside. Back to Towns. Takes a three. Oh, Towns with the triple.
A fantastic three-point shooter. You gotta guard Towns from the corners especially.
Holmgren outside. Outside, Williams. And the three off target. Knicks trail by 15. Bridges passes to Hart. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hart's got 4 points this quarter.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson. Dort for three. And Anunoby pulls it down. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. To the inside. Here's Hart. Soft touch off the glass. Hart's got 8.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Here's SGA. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who is always looking for ways to improve.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein, and it's Wallace in for Dort. Knicks trail by 12. Brunson passes to Bridges. Towns taking his time here. Outside Hart, the three is up. Williams grabs the board.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Brunson against SGA. Scoring. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
That's tipped and stolen by Williams. Holmgren with it. Hart covering. Here's SGA. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Karl-Anthony Towns.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, BA. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Here's Bridges, and he jams it home with authority.
When Mikal Bridges saying, don't sleep on my athleticism, some big-time hops.
Thunder leading by 14. And a foul called on the way up. so he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Oklahoma City.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
The Thunder making a switch here. Joe's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Clarkson's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander showing off his skills inside.
Boy, remarkable how efficient he's been scoring the ball. He feels good right now.
Here's Clarkson. Banked it in off the glass. Clarkson's got 7 points in the game.
Wow, big-time move by Jordan Clarkson. The defense forced to adjust. That's an incredible drive.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Brunson with the rebound. Knicks trail by 13. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Brunson. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
Oh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a missed layup. New York has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Gets it down to single digits. Clarkson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, we know Jordan Clarkson is a guy who likes to play fast. He's going to catch and shoot as soon as it touches his fingers.
Pass to Williams. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. For 3, Bridges. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They led by as many as 18. Outside Joe. Stolen by Anunoby. To the paint. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Brunson against SGA. It's Williams, high post. And Williams punches it home.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Bridges outside. Outside Anunoby. Fires the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Anunoby's got 12.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Great open look there. He's got 10.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group. Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. With the step back, Brunson passes to Bridges. Robinson, and the tip in on the offensive boards.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson, if you fail to get a body on him, he will go to the offensive glass and make you pay.
Williams, a screen on Brunson. Oh, Robinson with a block. With 1 on the clock. That one doesn't drop. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City, and he's already notched a double-double. He'll look to continue this strong play in the next quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Cason Wallace out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Isaiah Joe. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Holmgren in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. It's good.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Knicks trail by 5. Robinson, a screen on Mitchell. Outside Robinson. Here's Towns. The big man, Cat.
Well, Karl-Anthony Towns will mix his spots as a scorer, that time doing work inside.
Now here's Joe. Defense right on him. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. The shot. And Wiggins gets it to go. The assist by Mitchell.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Really good execution by Jordan Clarkson. As a coach, you're always looking to maximize your team's consistency. That's good offense.
To the middle. Here's Holmgren. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Clarkson. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
That one drops for him. Wiggins has got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, terrific pass right there. Your teammate just walks right into it.
Knicks trail by 3. Clarkson, right side. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
You got to bring more fire than that to stop Clarkson. He's a pro at fending off tight defense.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. SGA comes in for Mitchell. And a switch here also for New York. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Alvarado. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Williams, a screen on Brunson. And SGA, here we go. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just slicing his way inside. No doubt on the finish.
For New York, they've gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the 4th. Right wing. Towns against Williams. Towns down low. Rejected by Holmgren.
Get it out of here. Holmgren too much defensively.
Counted. And it's a 3-point Oklahoma City lead.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Pass to Shaman. Now Robinson. He's covered by Holmgren. Robinson in the post. Holmgren's there. Robinson gets the bucket. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. They led by as many as 18. Takes it inside. And SGA throws it down.
And if you're guarding SGA in the pick and roll, boy, stop the ball. Because otherwise, Shai's going to get to where he wants to go.
Robinson, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And a big finish by Robinson.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
The Thunder have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this 4th. Wiggins for 3, and he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Brunson passes to Towns. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Towns has got 21.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Knicks trail by 3. Brunson with it. Towns outside to tie it up. And again, New York with the triple.
This is a big who we know stretches the floor to great effect. Mr. Towns from 3.
The Thunder have gotten 8 of 10 attempts in. Very productive here in the 4th. SGA passes to Holmgren. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. He's got 24.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Brunson passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Here's SGA. And he lays it up and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 40 points.
Well, those are exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
New York trailing. Here's Clarkson. Shoots from 14. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the wing, right side. It's Wiggins on the wing. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
Boy, delicate touch on that floater by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's pretty.
Pass to Shaman. Robinson on the wing. Towns outside. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And here's Wiggins. Here's SGA. For three. Towns rips down the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Williams against Brunson. Williams rips down the board. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And he nails it.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective and they're winning.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. So for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Wiggins. And it's Lou Dort in for Wallace. New York also changing it up. Hart's checked in for Robinson. Anunoby comes in for Shamet. And it's Bridges in for Clarkson. The shot is money.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Holmgren with a screen on Brunson. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Thunder with a lead. Williams. Oh, the stuff!
Oh, J-Dub rising to the rim. We see you, Mr. Williams.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. It's tipped. And they get it back. Outside Anunoby. Now Bridges. Towns a screen on Williams. Shot clock at 6. Bridges fires. Holmgren there for the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Outside Dort. Here's SGA. With the floater. Ooh, Shai. What touch.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Thunder.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them. It was the efficiency with which he did it.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. SGA against Brunson. SGA. Brunson pulls it down.
OG 3 points.
And so now it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on